Hello ladies and gentlemen, so in this video I will be building a neural network from scratch in Java. First, let's start with the problem we're looking at. We're looking at the XOR problem, which is when the output is 1, only when the inputs are different. And this is a classic nonlinear problem, which is going to be perfect for our neural network. The reason it's nonlinear is because you cannot draw a single straight line to separate the ones from the zeros. So therefore we need nonlinearity. Let's take a look at our neural network architecture. We're going to have input layer, hidden layer, output layer. 2 inputs, 4 neurons in the hidden layer, and 1 output. And we're also going to have the sigmoid activation function, which squishes the neuron's output to a range of 0 to 1. This is where the nonlinearity comes into play. So with that being said, let's get straight into the code. So here we have a single class named neural network. And just a reminder, it's going to be a simple 3-layer neural network where the network is going to attempt to solve the XOR problem. And it's going to demonstrate the nonlinear patterns that we mentioned. So our first weight is going to be our input to hidden layer weights. Our second weights was going to be the weights from our hidden to our output layers. Reminder that the first weight is going to be 2 weights, and the second set of weights is going to be 4 weights. We're going to be also adding our bias. The first one is for the hidden layer bias, and the second bias will be for our output layer bias, which is going to be 1 per neuron. And then we also have the learning rate, which controls how much we adjust weights during training. We'll get more into that for later. But now we're going to initialize our constructor. Our input size is going to be the number of input neurons, which is 2 in our case. Hidden size is going to be the number of hidden neurons, which is 4 in our case. And our output size is going to be the number of output neurons, which is 1 in our case. For our example, we're going to be using 0.5 learning rate. Here we're going to initialize our weight matrices as well as our bias vectors. Just as a reminder, our first weight is a 2x4 matrix, and our second weights is a 4x1 matrix. Our first bias is a 4-element vector, and our second bias is a 1-element vector. And now we're going to be initializing random weights for the first weight. So this is going to be a total of 4. And we're also going to be scaling it by 0.5 for stability. Where we can just copy and paste this. And we're going to do it for the same thing for the second set of weights. But instead of our input size, now we're going to be using our hidden size for the input and our output size for our output. Remember, this is from the hidden layer to the output layer now, as our first for loop was from the input to the hidden layer. This is our sigmoid activation function. It squashes any input to a value between 0 and 1, and this allows for the network to learn complex patterns, non-linear patterns to be specific. And then we also have the derivative of the sigmoid function. This is used during backpropagation to calculate how much to adjust each weight. Here I'm just going to copy and paste the code, and I'm going to go through each little bit. So our predict method is going to be the forward pass. This is where our calculations happen. So first we're going to go through our hidden layer calculation. Each hidden neuron is going to sum the input times the weight plus the second input times the second weight plus the bias. And then we're going to apply the sigmoid activation function. Remember that we have 4 hidden neurons, and in our for loop, we're going to start with the bias. Or then in our second for loop, we're going to add the weighted inputs. And then we're going to apply the activation. Now for our output layer calculation, our output neuron sums our hidden weight times our weight plus our hidden weight 2, all the way up to our hidden weight 4 plus that respective weight, plus the bias, and we're going to apply the sigmoid activation function. And remember that we're only going to have 1 output neuron this time. In our for loop, we're going to start with the bias, and then in our second inner for loop, we're going to add the weighted hidden activations. And then once we get the output, we're going to apply the activation. And then at the end of our method, we're going to return the network's prediction, aka the output. Okay, now we move on to the train method. This is where we train the network on one example using backpropagation. In this method, there's 3 steps: forward pass, error calculation, and the weight updates. The input is a training example input, and the target is the expected output. First, we begin with the forward pass. This is pretty much the same as the predict method. First, we start with the hidden layer forward pass, pass, and then we move to the outward layer forward pass. We'll skip this part since we did that already. Then we move on to backpropagation. This is where learning happens. Step 1, we calculate the output layer error. Error is equal to target minus output times the derivative of the output. This tells us how much the output neuron contributed to the error. Step 2, we calculate the hidden layer error. Each hidden neuron's error is equal to the sum of the output errors times the connecting weight times the derivative of the hidden activation. This propagates error backward through the network. We sum the contributions to each output neuron's error. Then we move on to the weight updates. This is considered gradient descent. We update weights 2 from the hidden layer to the output layer. You can think of it as the new weight is equal to the old weight plus the learning rate times the output error times the hidden activation. Then we update weights 1. This is the weights from input to hidden. You can think of this the same way, but this time with a new input value and a new error. It would be new weight is equal to old weight plus learning rate times hidden error times input value. Then we update the biases. We treat it as weights with a constant input of always 1. You can think of it as the bias update is equal to the learning rate times the error. And we do this for both our biases. Finally, we have our main method. This is where we demonstrate our training on our XOR problem. We create a network with 2 inputs, 4 hidden neurons, 1 output, and a learning rate of 0.5. Our inputs are our XOR training data. And here we have our targets. Each of our target is for our respective input. We have a couple of print statements, and our first for loop is where we train for 10,000 epochs. And for each training example, we're calling our train method, and this is where it learns. We're printing our progress for every 2000 epochs, and here we're printing our final results after the training in our final for loop. Okay, so now let's do an analysis on our training progress. So at epoch 0, you can pretty much just consider this initial random weights. All the outputs are around 0.5 to 0.6, meaning the model is just randomly guessing. The network hasn't learned anything yet. At epoch 2000, we can see that the network is already learning. Our inputs are getting close to our target. And at the final result, epoch 10,000, we can see almost perfect predictions. Each of our inputs are very, very close to our target. Remember, since it's a simple neural network, it wasn't going to be perfect. And that's pretty much it. This is how I built a neural network from scratch to finish. I will be posting the GitHub link in the description. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, share, and comment down below what else you would like to see. As always, thank you for watching.